Set down. Set down your honorable load, if honor may be shrouded in a hearse, whilst I awhile obsequiously lament the untimely fall of virtuous Lancaster.
Poor, key cold figure of a holy king. Pale ashes of the house of Lancaster. Thou bloodless remnant of that royal blood, be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost to hear the lamentations of poor Anne, wife to thy Edward, to thy slaughtered son, stabbed by the selfsame hand that made these wounds. Lo, in the windows that let forth thy life, I pour the helpless balm of my poor eyes. Cursed be the hand that made these fatal holes. Cursed the heart that had the heart to do it. Cursed the blood that let this blood from hence. More direful hap betide that hated wretch that makes us wretched by the death of thee than I can wish to wolves, to spiders, toads, or any creeping venom thing that lives. If ever he have child, abortive be it, prodigious and untimely brought to light, whose ugly and unnatural aspect may fright the hopeful mother at the view, and that be heir to his unhappiness. If ever he have wife, let her be made more miserable by the death of him than I am made by my poor lord and thee. Come. Now to Chertsey with your holy load, taken from Paul's to be interred there. And still, as you are weary of the weight, rest you, whilst I lament King Henry's course.
Stay, you that bear the corse, and set it down.
What black magician conjures up this fiend to stop devoted charitable deeds?
Villains, set down the corse, or by St. Paul I'll make a corse of him that disobeys.
My lord, stand back, and let the coffin pass.
Unmannered dog, stand thou when I command! Advance thy halberd higher than my breast, or by St. Paul I'll strike thee to my foot and spurn upon thee, beggar, for thy boldness.
What? Do you tremble? Are you all afraid? Alas, I blame you not, for you are mortal, and mortal eyes cannot endure the devil. Avaunt, thou dreadful minister of hell! Thou hadst but power over his mortal body, his soul thou canst not have, therefore be gone.
Sweet saint, for charity, be not so cursed.
Foul devil, for God's sake, hence, and trouble us not! For thou hast made the happy earth thy hell, filled it with accursed cries and deep exclaims. If thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of thy butcheries. Oh, gentlemen, see dead Henry's wounds open their congealed mouths and bleed afresh. Blush, thou lump of foul deformity, for 'tis thy presence that exhales this blood from cold and empty veins where no blood dwells. Thy deeds, inhuman and unnatural, provokes this deluge most unnatural. O God, that this blood makes revenge his death. O earth, that this blood drinks revenge his death. Either heaven with lightning strike the murderer dead, or earth gape open wide and eat him quick, as thou dost swallow up this good king's blood that his hell-governed arm hath butchered.
Lady, you know no rules of charity, which renders good for bad, blessings for curses.
Villain, thou knowest no law of God nor man. No beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity.
But I know none, and therefore am no beast.
Oh, wonderful when devils tell the truth.
More wonderful when angels are so angry. Vouchsafe, divine perfection of a woman, of these supposed evils to give me leave, by circumstance, but to acquit myself.
Vouchsafe, diffused infection of a man, of these known evils, but to give me leave, by circumstance, to curse thy cursed self.
Fairer than tongue can name thee, let me have some patient leisure to excuse myself.
Fouler than heart can think thee, thou canst make no excuse current but to hang thyself.
By such despair I should accuse myself.
And by despairing shouldst thou stand excused, for doing worthy vengeance on thyself that didst unworthy slaughter upon others.
Say that I slew them not.
Then say they were not slain, but dead they are, and devilish slave by thee.
I did not kill your husband.
Why, then he is alive.
Nay,
He is dead, and slain by Edward's hand.
In thy foul throat thou liest. Queen Margaret saw thy murderous falchion smoking in his blood, the which thou once didst bend against her breast so that thy brothers beat aside the point.
I was provoked by her slanderous tongue, which laid their guilt upon my guiltless shoulders.
Thou wast provoked by thy bloody mind, which never dreamt on aught but butcheries. Didst thou not kill this king?
I grant ye.
Dost grant me, hedgehog? Then God grant me too thou mayst be damned for that wicked deed. Oh, he was gentle, mild, and virtuous.
The fitter for the King of heaven that hath him.
He is in heaven, where thou shalt never come.
Let him thank me, and hope to send him thither, for he was fitter for that place than earth.
And thou unfit for any place but hell.
Yes. One place else, if you'll hear me name it.
Some dungeon.
Your bedchamber.
Ill rest betide the chamber where thou liest.
So will it, madam, to lie with you.
I hope so.
I know so. But gentle Lady Anne, to leave this keen encounter of our wits and fall something into a slower method.
Is not the causer of the timeless deaths of these Plantagenets, Henry
And Edward, as blameful as the executioner.
Thou wast the cause, and most accursed effect.
Your beauty was the cause of that effect. Your beauty which did haunt me in my sleep to undertake the death of all the world so that I might live 1 hour in your sweet bosom.
If I thought that, I tell thee, homicide, these nails should rend that beauty from my cheeks.
These eyes could not endure sweet beauty's wrath. You should not blemish it if I stood by. As all the world is cheered by the sun, so I by that. It is my day, my life.
Black night o'ershade thy day, and death thy life.
Curse not thyself, fair creature, thou art both.
I were to be revenged on thee.
It is a quarrel most unnatural to be revenged on him that loveth you.
It is a quarrel just and reasonable to be revenged on him that killed my husband.
He that bereft thee, lady, of thy husband, did it to help thee to a better husband.
His better doth not breathe upon the earth.
He lives that loves thee better than he could.
Name him.
Plantagenet.
Why, that was he.
The selfsame name, but one of better nature.
Where is he?
Here. Why dost thou spit at me?
Would it were mortal poison for thy sake.
Never came poison from so sweet a place.
Never hung poison on a fouler toad. Out of my sight, thou dost infect mine eyes.
Thine eyes, sweet lady, have infected mine.
Would they were basilisks to strike thee dead.
I would they were, that I might die at once. But now they kill me with a living death. Those eyes of thine from mine have drawn salt tears. Shamed their aspect with store of childish drops. These eyes that never shed remorseful tear. No. When my father, York, and Edward wept to hear the piteous moan that Rutland made when black-faced Clifford shook his sword at him, nor when thy warlike father, like a child, told the sad story of my father's death, and 20 times made pause to sob and weep. That all the standers by had wet their cheeks like trees bedashed with rain, and that sad time my manly eyes did scorn and humble appear. And what these sorrows could not thence exhale, thy beauty hath made them blind with weeping. I never sued, friend nor enemy. My tongue could never learn sweet smoothing word, but now thy beauty is proposed my fee. My proud heart soothes and prompts my tongue to speak. Teach not thy lips such scorn, for they were made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. If thy revengeful heart cannot forgive,
lo, here I lend thee this sharp-pointed sword, which, if thou please to hide in this true bosom, and let the soul forth that adoreth thee,
I lay naked to the deadly stroke and humbly beg the death upon my knee. Nay, do not pause, for I did kill King Henry, but it was thy beauty that provoked me.
Nay, now, dispatch, for it was I that stabbed young Edward.
But it was thy heavenly face that set me on. Take up the sword again, or take up me.
Arise, dissembler. Though I wish thy death, I will not be thy executioner.
And bid me kill myself, and I will do it.
I have already.
Tush, that was in thy rage. Speak it again. Even with the word, that hand which for thy love did kill thy love, shall for thy love kill a far truer love. To both their deaths thou shalt be accessory.
I would I knew thy heart.
'Tis figured in my tongue.
I fear me both are false.
That never man was true.
Well, put up your sword.
Say, then my peace is made.
That shalt thou know hereafter.
Shall I live in hope?
All men, I hope, live so.
Vouchsafe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
Look, how this ring encompasseth thy finger. Even so thy breast encloseth my poor heart. Wear both of them, for both of them are thine. And if thy poor, devoted suppliant may but beg one favor at thy gracious hand, let us confirm his happiness forever.
What is it?
That it would please thee. Leave these sad designs to he that hath more cause to be a mourner. and presently repair to Crosby Place, where, after I have solemnly interred at Chertsey Monastery this noble king, and wet his grave with my repentant tears, I will with all expedient duty see you. For divers unknown reasons, I beseech you grant me this boon.
With all my heart. And much it joys me too to see you are become so penitent.
Trussell and Berkeley, go along with me.
Bid me farewell.
'Tis more than you deserve. But, since you teach me how to flatter you, imagine I have said farewell already.
Sirs, take up the course.
Towards Chertsey, noble lord?
No, to Whitefriars. There attend my coining.
Was ever woman in this humor wooed? Was ever woman in this humor won? I'll have her, but I will not keep her long. What? I, that killed her husband and his father, to take her in her heart's extremest hate, with curses in her mouth, tears in her eyes, the bleeding witness of her hatred by, having God, her conscience, and these bars against me, and I, nothing to back my suit at all but the plain devil and dissembling looks, and yet to win her, all the world to nothing. Has she forgot already that brave prince, Edward, her lord, whom I some 3 months since stabbed in my angry mood at Tewkesbury? A sweeter and a lovelier gentleman, framed in the prodigality of nature, young, wise, valiant, and no doubt right royal, the spacious world cannot again afford. And will she yet debase her eyes on me, that cropped the golden prime of this sweet prince and made her widow to a woeful bed? On me, whose all not equals Edward's moiety? On me, that halt and am misshapen thus? My dukedom to a beggarly denier. I do mistake my person all this while. Upon my life, she finds, although I cannot myself, to be a marvelous proper man. I'll be at charges for a looking glass, and entertain some score or two of tailors to study fashions to adorn my body. Since I am crept in favor with myself, I will maintain it with some little cost. But first, I'll turn yon fellow in his grave, and then return, lamenting to my love.
Shine out, fair sun, till I have bought a glass, that I may see my shadow as I pass.
For life's a stage, and everything's free. And what's stopping you from performing to me? And who's left to judge? And who's left to grudge? If everyone's acting, we're all taking notes, reading them well. Got eyes on the cue cards, but I can't even tell the day that you start to read things by heart is the day that I know we're falling apart. It's a hard life for all of us. It's a hard life for us all. And when the lights fade and folks stray away, I'll soon come to terms with the songs that I play and the words that I write, the bullets I bite. I'm starting to taste not so bad until I move west. I'll take what I get, then I'll start to yell till I'm shortened of breath, and up till my death, until there's nothing left. I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. And so I found out that we're all the same, regardless of age, regardless of name, and that bums me out. But that ain't so strange, 'cause I've always been too afraid of change. It's a hard life for all of us. It's a hard life for us all.